So after using the ArctechPro app and uploading that information into the ArctechPro system, you may want to look at that and see what that looks like on the ArctechPro system online. So how you do that is you come into a project, so 87 order course, and you go to your options and inspection plan. So there's actually two videos on the app that we've uploaded to the YouTube channel as well, if you want to go have a look at those. First of all, before you have a look at this video, it'll make a lot more sense when you're looking at the information on this video. So if I do click on the inspection plan and we go into the inspection plan that has been set up on this page, you'll notice that there's a test inspection, there's a date, there's a status, and there's a photo associated with it. And then if we come down to excavations and check, there's also today's date of the 26th of the 1st 2017, there's a status, and there's two photos with that. So they're both coming from the video on the app that we just did in terms of what was uploaded from the app. So if I go in and have a look at the individual inspection steps, so if I click on edit, I'll see that I was logged in as Jeff. There's the date of the inspection, there's my overall comments, there's the status, there's the photo I took with it, and there's the test inspection option. So there's my individual comments against the image specific comments, should I say. So when you're on the system, you can always add to those. So I can type in whatever I want along with that particular comment, and I can do the same on the overall comment box. And if I'm using a company iPad and I happen to use it with one of the other guys, Jeff, in the office logged in, I can always come in and change that to put my own details in there. And then what I can do is I can print an inspection report from that. So again, if I just go to my breadcrumbs and go to inspection plan, I'm going to show you the same thing on the check step within the excavations, and I'm going to go to the edit section on that. And just before I go into that, you'll notice that the test inspection was never given a stage name. So if I go back to the edit inspection plan and go to steps and stages, you'll see that that's just blank for test inspection. I can throw that into commencement, click on save, and it pops into the test inspection, pops into the commencement steps there. If I want to come in and pop it into, say, rising walls to DPC, come back in, edit inspection plan, and change this commencement to rising walls to DPC. Click on save, come down to rising walls, and you'll see the test inspection sitting in here. But if I go back to my check and go to my edit option, again you'll see Jeff's details. So if it was myself logged in on the company iPad or my own device or the company tablet, then it'll pick up my details. If it is somebody else logged in and you're using the company iPad, just make sure to log out, usually log out and log in with your own details beforehand. If it so happened that you forgot to do that, you can always just change it when you come back. So if you wanted to put in somebody else's name there, you can put in, sorry, there's too many hours in this one. Put in Grant's details there. So, and again, if you want to put in someone else's details there, you can always put in. So then the status then on this one, you can change to follow-up required. Again, you can type in whatever you need to type in on the comments, similar enough to what I showed you. If it's the case that somebody within the office has taken photos on a normal camera rather than a tablet or a phone, they can choose files from this option here, and they can upload the camera images via the computer. If you want to have a look at these images in a bigger size, you can always view in full size, and you can see exactly what you're looking at there. So if you need to have a look in a bit more detail, you can print off an inspection report as well. So if I print off the inspection report, it'll open up a document that'll look like this with the Creative Architects logo. Obviously it'll be your own logo, and all this information then will be pre-filled up until the status. So the status you pop in yourself, the inspections are already pre-filled as well. You pop in the overall comment, you type in the image specific comments, the images come in from the app as well, and you'll notice the tags coming in against those images. If you do have any drawings set out against it, you'll see that the drawing there, so that tag A is coming from this area here. So if I just zoom in to show you that, there's the A tag on this image, and then on the drawings it's popping in here as well. So that's the way you can use the app. where this information is coming from here in terms of the design, assign and main contractor is if I come back to my project overview and go to edit, there's the design, main contractor and assign certifier. So that's where those three names are being pulled from. So if I jump into my options and go back to my inspection plan, if I jump into the option with two images, now if I click on edit, and I've carried out a few inspections and I'm on this one, and image A I'm okay with that one. It's image B I have an issue with. So say we put in the status as follow-up required. Image A is fine, and then if you put in the option of create issues report, so you can have the date pre-filled, carried out by Jeff, you put in a report name. So if I'm just going to put in a report name, say test, and I want to put in some comments. So if I'm happy enough with that, I can then put in include this image. So I actually don't want to include this one, but I do want to include this one, and then I can put in a status against this particular photo, and if I want I can put in a location of that as well. So I'm going to click on save report, and then I'm going to click on print. And when I click on print, it shows the project name in particular, shows the people involved, shows the stage and the inspection description, my comments, and then the image. So you can see there that the image is there and it needs to be fixed before the next set of inspections. So that gives a brief overview, and at any stage if you want you can email that off, or if you go back to the overall system and you want to have a look at that issues report again, you just click on previously created issues report and just click on test, it'll bring you back to that page. So there are some of the documentation that you would see from the information that's been sent from the app. The last one that I'll show you very quickly is if I click on print and open up the final report, that you can use then obviously for yourselves in your office, or if you want to send on to anybody looking for information on the project, you can use this final report. Click on open. So if I just make that a bit bigger, and then you'll see that there's image references, there's type and notification, the inspection date, status and comments, and then if I come down you can see check image reference S003. So I'm going to come down to the photos and I'm going to go to my image reference S003, and then it has the time and date. Now I didn't allow it to use my location stamp, and similar on this time and date, and didn't allow it to use my location stamp. And then you can see the other one there, S004, for the other inspection that we took. So that blends in with all the other photos, and you'll see on some of the other photos you'll have the GPS location stamps as well. So I'll give you a quick idea of the overall system. So I'll just close that, and that's a basic overview of the information that you've sent from the app into the system, and where it comes into on the ArctechPro system, and some of the reports that you can actually print out from that. There will be a short video on the YouTube channel just on those reports in a little bit more detail to show you how the best way to use them.